Uh, yo.
Hey, yo.
Well, good morning, good
Remember,
afternoon.
to beat a guy, you gotta beat the guy.
Yo.
Yeah, yo. I got something to say, yo. Good
Oh,
old
yeah.
Scott Hall. Well, we miss him.
Mm-hmm. 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 Macho Man Randy Savage, too. Miss him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, good morning, everybody out there in YouTube land and also on Rumble. We are simulcasting right now on both Rumble and YouTube.
Is it presumptuous of you to say it's a good morning?
Mm. Mm.
Eh, eh, you know.
Yeah.
Can we say, sometimes a happy mediocre morning?
Yes, bland
Yes.
morning to you.
Yes, B Dog. The Wookiee got me up early this morning, and so the coffee machine is going to be working overtime.
He's probably got it set up on the desk right now, so he doesn't have to go far to fill his cup.
No, unfortunately, I don't have that kind of the craft that keeps everything warm. I got to go back down to the pot.
Cotton Ministries in the chat. Good
Cotton.
morning, sir.
Damn you, Wookiee. This is my vacation.
Hey, you signed up for this shit.
Coffee IV, yes.
Yes.
It's on a slow, steady drip.
Mm-hmm. Little drip. So, yeah, this last actually couple of weeks has been full of some weird, funky shit going on. But
weird?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. This is the new normal. Yes, I should be in Idaho, but my pocketbook says no. My pocketbook says you shouldn't be anywhere anymore right now.
He's having a racist Christmas. It's white. So.
No, it's not Christmas yet. It's still Thanksgiving.
Well, just
no lights go up before Thanksgiving.
Just to piss you off, Abby.
God damn you!
Come here. I'm going to be stringing some fucking lights outside. Now, they won't go on, but I'm going to hang them. I already did the electrical schematic yesterday from where all the extension cords and shit are going and where the PowerPoint junctions are and all that shit. I did all that yesterday.
Okay, Clark.
We're going to have the happiest Christmas this side of the funny farm.
Hey, Grizz, go get my stogie if you're not doing nothing.
Mm-hmm. Here, Russ, take the knots out of this. Oh, yeah. So,
I see Wookiee out front when something doesn't work, just like Griswold trying to plug shit in. Get her full.
Yeah, that's why it's been several years since I've actually put lights up.
Yeah.
I kind of took a long, 4 or 5 year vacation from not doing Christmas lights.
What, you gonna fucking make up for lost time? What the hell?
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, my neighbors are ahead of the game. The people across the street from me still have their Christmas shit up from last year. They just plugged it in last night, so they got lights on now. I kid you not.
This is what's wrong with the holidays. All this commercialization trying to get there first. This is a bunch of bullshit.
They got their fucking icicle lights. They've been up there for the last 3 fucking years. And all they do is unplug them and plug them in. That's fucking.
I'm gonna start sending you just
It actually is in the rules and regulations of this community that they're not supposed to be up all fucking year.
Oh, they were up. They just weren't on, I guess, eh?
Yeah, that was kind of, I guess they thought that was the gray area, but it doesn't say about whether they're on or off. It just says that they can't be up all year. Apparently, they've skirted through that. You know. They found a loophole somewhere.
Yeah, the loophole is that the management is lazy.
I will have you know that the term redneck is not exclusive to the white Anglo-Saxon Protestant culture. Redneck is universal. Believe me, I fucking know.
That's hillbilly. That's hillbilly.
Hillbilly, redneck, Chicano. I don't know. It's all the same.
Orale.
It's like Jeff Foxworthy said. It's a glorious absence of sophistication. And there's no doubt about that.
Glorious.
That's
good old boy, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You got a pretty mouth.
Yeah. Bend over. Oh, nice to meet you, Ben.
How are you this fine day?
Yes.
You want to play some guitar?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start this show, shall we? With Le Menu.
Oh, Le Menu.
Le Menu. Yes.
Why is it French? We're not in France. Get that shit out of here.
Well, if it was an A, it'd be Spanish. La Menu, Le Menu, whatever.
And if it was American, it'd say eats.
Eats, yeah. Grub list.
Chow.
Chow list. No shit. So, what we have on today's menu, we have Matt Gaetz, Pete Hegseth, World War III, unknown bombing in London, decapitation by a bus and tree, and England is under attack, supporting the Gobster's opinion. So, let's start with the easy ones. Let's start with Matt Gaetz.
No, so nothing on this list.
Yes. Yeah,
Be offended.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know what the hell. I was extremely excited, almost to the point of an erection, when I heard Matt Gaetz was going to be AG.
Yeah.
But now I think the plan is afoot.
Yeah.
I think that his nomination of Matt Gaetz was complete and utter mindfuckery for the leftist.
3D
and
chess.
he was so quick to recommend Pam Bondi, who represented him during the impeachments. And actually, he was never convicted or anything of it was found not guilty, basically, in their kangaroo court anyway.
The kangaroo, yeah.
So he was never impeached. He just went through the motions. There was nothing that was impeachable.
No.
So her being the AG, now this makes more sense. If making her the AG, or anybody for that matter, the AG, gives them the authority once Trump is in office. Officially, the cabinet is in session on January 20th, that afternoon. They can nominate anybody they so choose to be a special counsel for whatever the fuck. And I think the rumor is that Matt Gaetz is going to be that special counsel.
Well, I've also heard the rumor that since Rubio is going to be taking over, I forgot what department he's going to be taking over as that
Secretary of State.
Secretary of State.
Yeah, I think he's Secretary of State.
So DeSantis has to nominate, an interim senator from Florida, and he would nominate Gaetz.
Yeah, I'd heard that. I'd heard that theory as well.
And then Gaetz would run in 2026.
Right. But apparently, the story is also Gates is not going back to Congress. That's supposedly out of his mouth.
Well, he resigned from Congress. He did ask if he can go back, but I guess he's not now.
Well, if that's the plan now,
okay.
If the plan is that he's going to be a special counsel at some point, or serve some other purpose,
right,
in the Department of Justice, makes sense.
Who knows?
But I don't know. All I know.
He offended.
Yes.
We won't point out that right now Wookiee is eating a ton of sunflower seeds.
Mm-hmm.
As per usual.
Yes. I am having.
He doesn't discriminate. His stream, the other stream. No, he just does it whatever he wants to.
Sunflower seeds. Yeah, why not?
Sunflower seeds.
I don't give a shit.
Do you have an addiction to sunflower seeds?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Are they your?
But let's we'll transition over here to Pete Hegseth now. So, I guess the big hoopy-doo is supposedly, allegedly.
He's a white supremacist. He's got a tattoo. Oh my God!
Apparently, well, no. Apparently, there was a supposed alleged rendezvous about like 2017 or some shit like that around there with some chick in a hotel room.
Okay.
And
sure.
The situation is that apparently at the time that the accusations were made, at that time back in 2017, there were accusations. Apparently, don't know for sure. I'm just going off of what we're getting information off of X, which is probably about 3,000% more true than what you get on MSNBC.
But who's reporting it on X?
I can't remember. I'm just reading posts.
That's the source you want to find.
Yeah. But anyway, the story is Hegseth had an encounter with a female somewhere in a hotel room back in 2017-ish. It was probably before, after, I don't know, somewhere in that time frame. Around 2017, allegedly. Allegedly, it was known, and supposedly somebody's claiming there was an accusation of like rape, but it wasn't. It was never proven. And of course, Peter Hegseth is saying that it was all consensual. Now, yeah, he's married. I think he's got some kids. Don't know how long he's been married. Probably for a while. Don't know.
He's got a few baby mamas around, from what I've heard.
He gets around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, still, I mean,
he's a stud. But so what they're trying to do is they're trying to bring this back up.
Well, they're trying to
basically smear the guy.
They're attacking his character.
Yeah, and basically once they got the Gates thing, because they didn't like Gates, and there was some accusations of something that were never proven either. Nothing was ever put. There's no evidence of any kind of wrongdoing on Matt Gates' part.
And let's not say Matt Gates was not forced out. He did it of his own volition. He backed away on his own for the good of the administration.
Because you saw the smear coming along.
Right.
Now, unfortunately, him stepping away from the fight makes the Democrats see blood in the water.
Right.
And
they're thinking they have a win.
Now they're going to try to go after Pete Hegseth as well.
Right.
But
I don't see Hegseth backing away, though.
No. I don't. It would be a shame if he did. That really suck. But now we go back to Pam Bondi, who's taking Gates' place. Now people are saying, on the left, they're saying that she's worse than Gates. But the likelihood that she would be confirmed because, she's a woman.
Right.
And they don't want to seem too discriminatory. But we'll have to wait and see. But apparently she has a better opportunity of getting nominated than Matt Gates is because there's a lot of fucking rhinos in there. Right. The thing is with the rhinos, they want to play politics as well. And so
they want to play identity politics.
Mm-hmm. They think they won with Gates. They really just showed their hand. Yes, exactly. I think that's exactly what Trump was doing with Gates and a lot of these other nominations to find out who the fucking rhinos, who the backstabbers are.
Right.
And we all know by reading his own fucking words what John Thune is about. That was a fucking mistake. And that's why they kept the fucking vote for the Senate Majority Leader private with the Republicans. Okay? They kept it private.
You know that's going to come out at some point.
There's no question. It's going to come out. It will come out. I hope it does. And anybody doing any kind of obstruction to any of the candidates for these positions for Trump will meet primary people. And they will be funded by everyday Americans. Are fed up with the bullshit and their pompous attitudes and Elon Musk's money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All that has to happen.
You'll primary your ass, and guess what? There's precedent for primary sitting motherfuckers that have a quote unquote, throne for years in fucking Congress. Yeah. It was done back during in 2012.
Can you say Kevin McCarthy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Can you say Paul Ryan?
Paul Ryan.
He got primaried.
Yep.
Big time. So
Kevin McCarthy got booted out as, speaker.
Yeah. But whatever.
Which was brought on by Gates.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's why a lot of the swamp Republicans don't like Gates.
Yeah.
Him, MTG, there's a whole bunch of other ones that are in the Congress and the Senate that they don't like. The Senate's a good old boys club. The Senate is like, the fraternity of, no hair on their ass, high and mighty bastards.
Right.
Holly let me down, as did both Idaho senators. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, you don't know until it comes push comes to shove.
Right.
Now, speaking of senators, that some glorified parkour over from Delaware is claiming that they want to make an investigation of Matt Gaetz, that Susan Collins or Murkowski or whatever that fucking piece of shit is.
Susan Collins from Maine or something like
Delaware,
that.
Maine, or some fucked up small.
Murkowski's from Alaska.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're two peas in a pod.
Right.
Interchangeable. So she's claiming she wants to have a full investigation of Matt Gaetz. But guess what? Now he's a private citizen. Eat shit.
Right.
He's not in Congress. He's a private citizen. Go fuck yourself.
Right.
Right. That's these swampy Republicans, these motherfuckers that think that their shit don't stink, need to be primaried hard. They need to be hammered hard by their constituents, and they need to not forget that we know they're pieces of shit.
Oh yeah.
So let's go on to World War III. The West is effing nuts. Yes, they are effing nuts. And you want to know why? There's a couple things going on right now. Europe is still trying to figure out a way to fund Ukraine. Yeah. And now it has come to light that there's forces, these same motherfuckers over there in Europe, are trying to not allow a peace agreement that Trump is trying to foster right now between Ukraine and Russia. They're trying to undermine that shit. Probably with the help of us, with this administration we got right now for the next, 40-something days, 50-something days.
Right.
So yeah, we've got people that are threatening. They already did it last week when Ukraine, according to what I've been reading and hearing, Ukraine, with the blessings of the Biden administration, fired United States missiles into Russia.
No.
Not Russian-occupied Ukraine, into Russia, and killed some people and destroyed some shit. Which in turn, of course, is going to piss off fucking the Russians. Of course it's going to piss them off. So, obviously, the Russians are being provoked because Putin's talking about throwing a nuke. Hey, all options are on the table, motherfuckers. He might use a nuke.
Yeah.
Well, here's one fact of the matter right now that everybody needs to understand. Nobody in the West, nobody in government in the West gives a fuck about the Ukrainian people. No. The only thing they give a fuck about is their little dirty secrets that they have going on over there. Oh, yeah. That are violations of international law and international treaties, which are binding.
Weapons labs.
They have chemical weapons labs. They have all kinds of shit in these underground bases. And the Russians have fucking found several, and cleaned them out. No, they have documents. They have documents.
They have the proof too.
Well, yes, allegedly they have documents that yes, they did post on places like Telegram and other places. Mostly what I saw was through Telegram when they were, a couple of years ago.
Right.
But supposedly they have all these documents that are written in Ukrainian. Apparently, when the Russians did invade parts of Ukraine and those cities that had supposed bases, there were foreign military attachments that surrendered, i.e., British.
Yeah.
Yeah, Putin loves Russia too much to nuke Ukraine.
Right.
He's going to wait for Trump to take office to work it out. Putin is not the madman the left makes him out to be. Calm down. Yes. Oh, I totally agree with you 1,000%, Cotton. I really do.
Yeah, yeah.
Putin, yeah, okay.
Russia Putin's is not the bad guy.
Putin's history is, he was KGB.
Yeah.
But he's not a stupid idiot ideologue. He actually does give a shit about, what's going on with Russia.
Right.
He's not going to start. He doesn't want to be the motherfucker that's known to start a world war.
Right.
He doesn't want to start. But, and yeah, Russia's not the bad guy here. No, they're not. You know why? Well, because Zelensky.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Zelensky himself. Okay, first of all, Zelensky is a blood relative of George Soros and the Soros family. He is also he's a comedian, but he's a puppet. He's a puppet.
It's a puppet for the left.
Ukraine has always historically been a bastion for Nazism. I mean, there's no question. The video of the Azov battalion, Azov battalion shooting up a fucking town in Ukraine, way before all this shit happened. But this is after 2014, when the coup was actually done. They did a coup. The United States led a political coup and overthrew the duly elected government of Ukraine and brought in the government that they have now. It's just that Zelensky is a figurehead. They had one guy there, and then Zelensky's the second guy. But Ukraine has pretty much banned all religion, Christianity. Ukraine has, watched the movie Ukraine on Fire by all. So, yeah.
What is that on, B-Dog? What platform?
Mm-hmm. But Azov is a Nazi battalion. Azov battalion.
It is.
They have on their flag, they have the swastika. On their patches, they have the swastika. On their official fucking uniforms, whether it's their BDUs or their dress uniforms, they have a swastika. It's part of their company's emblem, part of their battalion or their group's insignia. And so, yeah, it's on Prime.
Okay. I'm surprised.
So, they're Nazis. Now, pretty much, I think the Russians have pretty much wiped those motherfuckers out.
Yeah.
But now you have Ukraine resorting to stealing people off the fucking street, old men.
Yeah, they're arming anybody.
Kids and adults that have severe mental issues or other physical ailments, like autism and things like that has been proved. But like I said, they've shut down the social media there. They've shut down Christianity, all the religious and churches and things like that there, assembly and stuff like that. They've cracked down on all of that crap in Ukraine. Ukraine is not a nice place to be.
No.
Okay? Unless you're part of the wealthy elite, and then you have protection. But if you're not, if you're just an everyday citizen trying to dig some money out of the dirt or, dig food out of garbage, they don't give two fucks about you.
No.
And most of the people that are over there now fighting, that they throw, just the human, fodder into the fray, either, like I said, old guys or young people that have mental issues or disabilities, things like that, or foreigners that they've actually suckered to get to go over there. And then when they get there and they realize, hey, this shit ain't fucking right, then they turn around and they try to leave. They don't let them leave. They actually threaten them to stay. And a lot of that shit was going on at the beginning of this bullshit.
Remember when this whole thing started a couple years ago?
Yeah.
And everybody was on Ukraine's side on this because it was the big bad dictator trying to take over a little country.
Mm-hmm.
And you had all these people around Zelensky.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was the Klitschko brothers, one of the Klitschko brothers who was a boxer. Yep. And he was mayor of Kiev or something like that. You don't see him around him anymore.
No. They might have disappeared him.
What's going on with that? He's pretty famous though. I mean, he
probably figured out what the fuck's going on.
Former heavyweight champion.
Yeah. Well, you see, basically what's going on over there in eastern Ukraine. Eastern Ukraine was primarily ethnically Russian. They're ethnic Russians.
Right.
So the primary, like here, a primary ethnicity around here is Hispanic because we're close to the border. Right. Well, so over there, the primary ethnicity over there would be Russian. Now, they might be Ukrainian born, and they're Ukrainian nationals, but they are of Russian descent.
They grew up Russian, speaking
Russian. Now, what they started doing when 2014 showed up, 2014 and all this shit started happening, all the fighting was in eastern Ukraine.
Yeah.
And it was ethnic fighting. So what the Ukrainian government was doing, in my opinion, allegedly was ethnic cleansing.
Well, they started bombing the fucking Donbass region and that pissed off Putin. Mm-hmm.
That's because everybody there was ethnically Russian.
Right.
They were proud Ukrainians, but they were ethnically Russian.
Right.
Putin wasn't going to sit by and watch these motherfuckers commit genocide on ethnic Russians.
Right.
And so they acted. In 2022, they said, fuck this shit.
Right.
Okay? And I can't blame him at all for him doing what he did.
No. He's going to, in his eyes, protect his countrymen.
Right. To prevent a fucking ethnic genocide. Anyway.
Right.
So we got that going over there. They shoot off Ukrainians. Zelensky's government shoots some missiles of American design and make. We gave them. Shoot it into Russia proper.
Right.
Killed some people, broke some shit. Well, guess what? But fucking Russians launched a hypersonic missile, blew the fuck out of something with precision in Ukraine.
Right.
So, motherfuckers, and you can't fucking surface-to-air missiles and shit can't touch it.
No. It's hypersonic.
It's hypersonic.
But didn't he just launch an ICBM into Ukraine?
Oh yeah, he did that too, an ICBM.
A non-nuclear one?
Yeah. Yeah, and hit something pretty precise too.
Yeah.
So he did one with a hypersonic and one with a fucking ICBM.
Right.
Yeah. So we got that shit going on over there. And then, like I said, the Europeans are getting together, these leaders and shit, which they're shaking in their boots because they know that there's going to be coming a day of reckoning.
Right.
And a lot of people forget. I think that they put Putin on the world court, but put a a fucking warrant out for Putin's arrest.
Right.
Yeah. That's
good luck.
Yeah. Good luck with that. And now, what did they fucking do? They did the same thing to Netanyahu and somebody in his cabinet, or was his cabinet?
His minister of defense, I think.
Yeah. So they got basically warrants for these two guys' arrest. Why don't they have any fucking warrants for the motherfuckers that perpetrated the October massacre?
Yeah.
1,200.
Well, here's the thing too.
Along
that lines too, the prosecutor, whoever it is that's issued these arrest warrants for Netanyahu and is now being charged.
He's being charged
by somebody. I don't know if. 2 weeks ago. So about a week ago, I think. But he's being charged now for falsifying these warrants against.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
About time somebody did something.
Yeah. I mean, it was just a blurb in the news cycle, and then it was gone.
Well, of course it's going to be gone. We can't have that.
Of course. No, we can't have.
We got to keep the narrative going.
We can't have such normalcy.
So we got that shit going on. World War III, and the leftists are pushing it. I can tell you that. They're pushing it hard. B-Dog in the chat. We are screwed if involved in a major conflict. Biden gave all our weapons to Zelensky and the Taliban. A third of our soldiers have pronouns. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's why. That is why. They are hell-bent on trying to smear Pete Hegseth.
Yes.
And try to prevent him from becoming the Secretary of Defense. Secretary of Defense is in charge of the Pentagon.
Right.
And
the budget.
And the budget. And we all know what the fuck happened on 9/11.
Well,
to the
9/11. Well, and I think Hegseth is on record as saying that when he becomes Secretary of Defense, he's going to go after the chain of command that allowed the Abbey Gate thing in Afghanistan to happen.
Good. Fuck them all.
Yes.
Fuck them all.
Because that was a fucked up conflict.
We need a good house cleaning. And that's why you've got these organizations like BlackRock, okay? It's coming out that BlackRock is basically bribing a lot of people and a lot of the prime minister and the government there. Apparently, they're funding a lot of shit, and they're trying to now they're going after the government in England's going after all the farmers over there. So you got the farmers are protesting, okay? Because basically the government wants the land grab. And once they put the farmers out of business, guess who's going to buy up all the land cheap? They're going to buy these farms. BlackRock,
Bill Gates.
BlackRock, Bill Gates.
China.
Well, they're not going to let the Chinese. They want that shit. The Chinese got their own agenda.
Well,
BlackRock is BlackRock.
They're trying to buy all the land around the military installations here.
Yeah. Well, that shit will end real quick once Hegseth and everybody else gets in place. Here's the thing that concerns me. The United States Senate is the one that confirms all these people. And now that we have it known that John Thune, who is a known rhino, never Trumper piece of shit, his own words betrayed him.
Right.
And they're out there on X. Oh yeah, they're there. Neither one, John Thune or John Cornyn, and they were both. And then you have Rick Scott.
Right.
I think, and according to what someone posted a list of a score, like a conservative score or something like that. Both John Thune and John Cornyn had basically 40-something% approval from this conservative organization. Rick Scott had like in the mid-80s.
Right.
So Rick Scott was a better choice as a conservative leader, fiscally and things like that, right? Versus these other two swamp bastards. It is apparent that somebody like Rick Scott is not part of the club.
Yeah.
He may be in the club, but he's not part of the main clique of the club, Yeah. And that club needs to be pretty much disinfected.
Yes.
But what Trump did, though, with this Matt Gaetz thing. Now, here's the funny thing. Matt Gaetz apparently had met with all the senators. Mind you, he met with all the senators. Yeah. And he claims he had a good, a good reception, a good conversation with them. But then it comes to find out that the good old boy network in the Senate was not going to vote for Matt Gaetz.
No.
Well, could it be that it was just by happenstance that they showed their true colors, or was it a plan by Trump to basically bait these motherfuckers into showing their true colors? Either way, it's good for us because now we know who we're playing against.
Right.
We know we have the uniparty motherfuckers in the Senate. I heard there was more than 4. I heard there was like 20 senators that said no. Republicans.
Yeah. But they weren't
I heard
vote
20.
Against.
I heard 20. That's the reason why. That's another thing. That's the reason why they have manipulated a lot of shit with the Kerry Lake election here, and that cartel baby fucking Gallegos over here, that bastard, that corrupt son of a bitch. They engineered the election against Kerry Lake to make sure she wouldn't be in the Senate because she was a staunch Trump person. She was definitely a Trump personality and was going to be supporting Trump and everything. They did not want that. Now, if you'd have had somebody like a Kerry Lake instead of this Gallegos guy, and then the guy named Brown in Vegas and Nevada, there was another one where they couldn't come up with they engineered that against that guy,
right? Because
he was 100% Trump guy,
right?
He's a veteran and he was injured pretty bad. I think by fire. Yeah, he got burnt up. Yeah. He was a Trump guy, and he had a lot of support. Apparently, going into election day, he was, I think, statistically ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. With registered voters and a bunch of other shit. They had an amazing ground game there in that part of Nevada for him.
Well, I tend to think with Kerry Lake, I think she needed a better brain trust around her.
Well, here's one
for
thing
for her campaign and stuff, because I think her campaign was kind of run wrong.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Here's another thing, though, about Kerry Lake. When she ran for governor against Katie Hobbs, she made a fatal mistake.
Yes.
She made a fatal mistake by basically calling out the McCain Republicans. In my opinion, she should not have done that. She should not have done that. But we all know John McCain was a rhino son of a bitch.
Right.
And he had his own objectives and his own plans, and he didn't give 2 fucks about the citizenry of Arizona, other than to get him into office.
Right.
Okay, he had power and he liked it, but nevertheless, she shouldn't have ever badmouthed him or his voters, and that's the thing. She mentioned his voters by name, and that right there put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, whether they were swampy rhino Republican voters or regular Republican voters. They kind of may have just put a bad taste in their mouth. And I think that's one reason why, not the, but only one of the factors involved with her not becoming governor of Arizona 2 years ago.
Right.
And now we have this POS that we have now. And it's funny. Here's another funny thing. In my state of Arizona, right? Okay. So we have 2 Democrat senators now. Okay. A Democrat governor, a Democrat AG. Okay.
Yeah.
In Arizona this year, going into the election, actually after the election, the Arizona Senate and their House gained Republican seats.
Oh yeah.
The state of Arizona gained more Republicans than Democrat in the last 2 years, registered voters. More. So statistically, there's more Republicans than there are Democrats.
Right.
Now, apparently, the number of votes for Gallego as a senator was more than Kamala Harris for president. Yet, not as much for Trump. So, yeah, there's some shenanigans going on here in Arizona because they were still counting up till fucking last week.
Cotton Ministries, I think, hit the nail on the head.
Yeah. All Lake had to do was grow out of the awful Karen haircut. Yeah, but no, can't look attractive. Yeah, I think if she would have got rid of, if she got us something a little bit better. Yeah, good for you, lady. Oh, he sent me something. Oh no.
Oh shit.
He sent me something. Let me hold on.
Well, hey, hang
Hold
on. I gotta get more coffee.
Go get your coffee.
I'll be right back.
Get your coffee.
Because you know.
Yeah, Cotton, thank you so much for that. Yeah, I actually saw that post. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Kamala HQ. They woke up the next day and they're fucking nuts. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, dude, it's nuts. That's the funny thing. Well, the good thing about what we got going on here in Arizona is the fact that now we have more Republican senators than the Democrats that we had before, state senators and state representatives as well. Katie Hobbs's plan to defeat the Republicans backfired insofar as representation. Now, they did pass the 139 agenda thing here, which is actually 139 actually changed the Constitution so that basically you could have women who are desperate could have abortions up to birth. And I think that was passed only because a lot of people were confused about what it really was about. But it passed, unfortunately. So that passed, yet we gained House seats as far as Republicans. I'm not even a Republican. I'm a fucking unaffiliated. And I have been ever since I moved to this fucking state. So they got more Republicans on both sides of the House now than they did before the election. Okay. Yeah, we can't get a Republican senator. How the fuck is that? Only time will tell what's going to happen to these people. Yeah, it's fun. Cotton, thank you so much for sending that to me, sir. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah. Well, Nick A, because it's corrupt as fuck here. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It is corrupt as fuck. But that's the funny thing, is that it's corrupt at the state house and in Maricopa County for sure. Because Maricopa County, now, I'm not going to take it, I'm not going to totally blame Maricopa County because apparently my county that I live in here in southeastern Arizona, or southwestern Arizona, still had problems counting fucking ballots. And we had early voting and everything. Yeah, Pinnell. Yeah, I'm in Yuma. So, yeah, we had problems with counting fucking ballots. It had something to do with the readers being slow or some shit. Now, was that a legit technical issue or whatever? Don't know. Shenanigans, don't know. But I know that, it ain't good. Yeah. We got fucked. Yeah, we got fucked with bad machines or whatever it was. And here's the thing. People have fucking years to get ready for this shit. Too many illegals voting there. Well, I know in the state as a whole, yeah, we've had some shenanigans here, especially in Maricopa. But yeah, there was some shenanigans going on here, or at least some that were, definitely brought to light locally. But yeah, I think all in all, now that we've got a new county recorder who is a hard ass son of a bitch, and he made no bones about it. I think he's going to get some shit done, at least once he gets into office. Hopefully by the next election, he'll fucking, we can have like Florida. The whole fucking state of Florida was done like by 10 o'clock Eastern, counting all the fucking votes. Why isn't a country of like fucking India with 600 and something million people had all their fucking votes and shit counted less than 24 fucking hours?
Yeah.
Why? And the United States, with all its modern technologies and shit, can't do anything right.
Yeah.
This isn't a new thing. The government has agreements with certain cartels that have stood for decades. Anyone posing a threat. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
I totally believe that. And but that's one reason why I feel Maricopa County needs to be divided up. They need to divide that up because that's where a lot of the fucking problems are coming from in Maricopa County. And it's not, they should be divided up not because of square mileage, but of just human bodies. It needs to be split up, in my opinion. It's the way it goes. Didn't the barn burn down on Hickman Ranch after? Yes, you are absolutely freaking right. You are absolutely right. His chicken ranch burned down. He was on the county board of supervisors in Maricopa County, and a county board of supervisor that I know here at that time, he was on the board. Now, he's not there now, but he was on the board at that time. That gentleman was supposedly his friend, and he pretty much just stopped talking to the guy here. Once that happened, when he started getting questioned about it. So yeah, there's some shit going on that needs to be investigated. And this, this cartel highway from the Nogales, from Tucson all the way up, it needs to be fucking dealt with.
Right.
Yeah, I found Taylor Swift's biggest fan. Will want to see. Should I dare?
Do it.
Probably just a coincidence. Oh yeah, it's a coincidence. Except there's no coincidences. It's all well-laid plans. Yeah.
By design.
Okay, so let's continue on with the menu. Unknown bombing in London. So apparently, the United States Embassy had a controlled a bomb go off in front. Yet nobody's talking about that shit. And apparently, at the same time, now they did apparently, supposedly, allegedly, apprehend 2 suspects in that issue. Then at the same time, what was going on? A suspicious, what did Godby call it? And he was reading the article. Was a suspicious, unauthorized item. But at the airport, but the bomb squad was called in.
Of course,
it was a prohibited item, and they called the bomb squad. That's what prohibited item. Yet they call the bomb squad in to the airport. Why would you call the bomb squad in for something that someone can't take on a plane?
Probably because is it in the terminal?
Yeah, probably. Who knows? What the fuck? So yeah, they got that. A rash of stabbings. Oh yeah, and anybody who was involved with or near or adjacent to the Southport riots, all of that shit for Southport was hushed over there. They can't even talk about it on social media. Some poor bastard who was a half a block away, videoing the whole thing, wasn't involved.
No,
he just stepped outside with a fucking camera or phone and started videoing. Like, he wasn't even near the place. But they tracked his ass down and fucking threw his ass in court, and then they gave him 20 months in prison. Okay, and this bastard of a fucking judge over there was heavy-handed and as a motherfucker to this poor bastard. All these judges are corrupt as shit over there and over here. There's a lot of them that are corrupt as hell here. Kind of like Matt Gaetz on In the Truman Show House. Oh, that's probably a coincidence too. Who knows? Who knows? But a lot of strange shit going on over there. That the Gobster talks about things on his channel. Was mentioning yesterday morning. I got to see his stream after the fact, after he was done. So I watched it, and basically he pointed out a lot of things that were happening that were in the news that now are all of a sudden either they manipulated the headline or they completely obliterated everything and got rid of it. They just suppressed it. And now that were happening over there, like this guy that some poor bastard was decapitated at a bus stop in a tree. The problem is, when it was first reported, he was decapitated cleanly. So, like Gobby said, what are they issuing? Are they giving buses samurai swords?
Right.
But they're keeping it quiet. They don't want you to know that this could have been some psycho, migrant.
I got a question.
Attacking people. Yeah.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So they're going after, these social media people for having opinions online, and they're going after them and they're trying to imprison them or whatever.
Yep.
What about the infamous tabloid press in London, in England, that all this shit is just cannon fodder, just horrible lies and stuff that they take as fact. Are they going after them too?
They are part of the propaganda machine.
So
they're part of the Ministry of Truth.
The Ministry of Truth. Yeah.
They are part of it. They're part of the club. And whatever they say, as long as it follows the narrative, that's it. So,
You cut out there for a bit, Wookie. I couldn't hear you.
Sorry. I said, as long as they follow the narrative, they're good. They're protected because they're part of the propaganda machine. Like I said, the Ministry of Truth.
Right.
They tried to do that shit here, but now we have X, and everybody's like shitting their pants. But just so that everybody knows, back, I think it was in the 1960s, it was exposed that every major United States newspaper and television broadcast company had CIA operatives on their staff.
Yeah.
Think about that shit. Okay? And I guarantee you the same shit's going on today. Allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
But, they're I mean, holy fuck, people. Does anybody not know that Anderson Cooper used to be with the CIA?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
He even mentioned it himself. He was part of the company.
But how can he? He's a Vanderbilt. Oh, my gosh.
That's why.
Yeah, that's why.
Here's a little unknown fact. And this was exposed by somebody who is in the UFO community and has been for a number of years. This person found out that they do recruiting at universities.
Yeah.
The company does recruiting. And they'll look for the brightest, smartest individuals because what they know is these brightest, smartest individuals will more than likely get employment in top-level tech companies or other companies that have influence or media companies, things of that nature. So they go and recruit them in college. And pretty much they make them, like a sleeper. Okay?
Yeah.
And then once these individuals get into positions after so many years or whatever like that, then they activate them to control information. Allegedly.
Yeah.
So, but that came out of a UFO guy.
Ah.
Today, oh, yeah. Dude's a Vanderbilt. Yeah. Today I've been yelling at clouds. Yes, we're yelling at clouds. We are.
You say clouds, I say chemtrail.
Yeah. So anyway, England's under attack this morning, which is afternoon over in England. In London, the Westminster Bridge was shut down. Apparently, there was another stabbing by guess who? Guess who stabbed a bunch of people?
People of God.
Yeah, people of God. Yes, they're on a mission. But yeah, Gobby's opinion on the whole situation in England is that they're under attack. There's a lot of things going on there that are being suppressed by the media and the government. They don't want you to know. So, a knife, yeah,
a knife.
I don't care about the like we were last week, and you guys are old news. Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, a knife. Yeah, a lot of knife attacks going on over there in England. But hey, if you post about it on social media that you have a question, or you question the government, or you question something, then they come after your ass.
2 years in the slammer.
Yeah, they give you 2 years, 20 months minimum, 18 months minimum in the slammer, and they by these evil, ruthless prosecutors, judges, and cops. But heaven forbid if they're a witness to a fucking stabbing by the usual suspects, they might arrest them, and then they release them, and then that's the end of the story.
They're doing like they do in New York, catch and release.
Well, case in point, the airport attack, where there was on video, on security camera, a police officer, a woman, getting punched in the face unprovoked by the usual suspect. And it was like 3 or 4 of these guys, too. It took a security guard or a police officer with a taser to pretty much help subdue these usual suspects. So you do that shit here in the States, and you're pretty much done.
Right.
The old blue line, blah, 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 bullshit. You can't really attack a cop. But apparently you can in England if you're part of the usual suspects and get off, because they've still yet to bring these guys to court. But they did arrest them, book them, and then they walked. And that's it.
Right.
And But we got a policewoman with a broken nose and other injuries, and other cops with other injuries on that particular confrontation. So, but hey, what do I know? The fuck.
You don't know shite.
I know, right? Hey, look at that blank screen. I guess we're done with the La Menu.
La Menu.
La Menu. Speaking of menus, I'm getting hungry.
Well, you are you eat all those sunflower seeds and you're hungry.
Yes.
Go figure.
They're tiny. They're small. They're small.
Yeah, but you eat a whole goddamn bag. That's not small.
Not really. I don't eat a whole bag on air.
A
half a bag
on air. You probably started that bag a few hours before on air.
Shh! Don't tell anybody. Don't say anything, damn it!
I know better.
Give away my secret. Oh, hey, guess what? I don't have a poll, so there we go. No poll. Oh, fuck. Anyway.
Yeah.
Just so everybody knows.
Be offended.
There we go. So, just so we have it straight. Yeah. So, what conclusions have we come to today, ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages? That the world is fucked, and Trump's going to be president in less than 2 months.
And don't trust the foreign governments.
Yes, don't trust the foreign government. Yeah.
Don't trust this government right now either.
Well, yeah, since they gave the green light for Zelensky to fire missiles into Russia proper and kill people and break things over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. After the election.
Yeah.
Yes, remember, all this shit has happened after the election. It's been escalated by the West after the election.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, there's a lot of people or a lot of governments having secret meetings in Europe to try to undermine any kind of peace accord that Trump might have with Putin before he gets into office.
See, I got a question. What's been going on in Israel? They've been kind of quiet lately in the news.
Well, I don't know. Hezbollah just launched a whole shitload of freaking rockets from Lebanon into Israel I think, within the last day.
Yeah.
So
I thought they were kind of stopping since Trump's been elected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think they're trying to push.
Yeah.
Matthew Allen, the U.S. government is a foreign government to U.S. nationals. I would agree with you on that.
Yes.
Yep. I would tend to agree with you on that.
Because they're not for the U.S.
Oh, hell no. Not at all. Not at all, one bit. But yeah, they're shitting bricks because once Trump becomes president, officially the president, all this bullshit, money laundering, foreign influence, and a whole host of shit is coming down like immediately.
The cash cow ends for them.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. That's why Zelensky was shitting bricks. They're trying to escalate a war with Russia. They want to try to provoke Russia. And Putin knows this.
Right.
He knows what the game is being played. He knows what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And he can see through it.
Yeah.
It all depends on what the West does. The West is the leftists are very desperate. They're desperate. They're rats on a sinking fucking ship. And if they can't jump off, they're going to bite the shit out of you. They're fucking demons, and they're scared now. And why haven't we heard about Rob Reiner, damn it? I wanted to go toast some marshmallows.
Meathead?
Meathead. Yeah, meathead. An old meathead. Yeah.
You know, you're sounding like a stooge for Putin. Are you a Russian athlete?
Putin told NATO he will only talk to Trump. That's
good.
Cool. That's good. That's funny. That's funny. That's good. I would not doubt that at all. He has a lot of respect for Trump because Trump is a strong man. He doesn't have any respect for these weak pieces of shit, the Europeans.
You know what? I figured it out, though. What the world needs right now. What the world
is
needs.
Love.
No. The world needs more parkours. We need more parkours around the world, yes. And we'd have stability.
I am Captain Parkour. Yes, we need parkours. Yeah. Yeah. Parkour apocalypse.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're over an hour now. We got to get out of here.
We're going to turn into a pumpkin.
Abby needs more coffee and food, and I need more food. And I got to go out, and I got to start throwing up some Christmas lights. Woohoo!
You, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Rob Reiner burning. Yes. The world does not need more hippie bullshit.
What do you mean, man?
That's so funny, man. I believe you. I hear you, man. I'm with you on that. Look, he needs more food. Yes, damn it. I'm like a hobbit. Is it second breakfast already? I've been up since
breakfast.
I've been up since 1:30 this morning.
Second breakfast. I think you're on your fourth or fifth.
Shh! Don't tell anybody.
Again, I know these things.
Damn it. I got to go out and get my senior coffee at McDonald's.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's right. You do qualify for that shit now.
I qualify for that shit, damn it. Oh, my fucking 49-cent coffee. Bastard.
Does this mean you eat dinner at 2 o'clock in the afternoon?
Same here, repeat that shit. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
You get one of those go-karts when you go into the local Walmart?
They don't go anywhere, dude. They're so fucking slow. Holy shit. These fuckers, man. It's like a race. You watch these motherfuckers, they got 4 of them plugged in at the front of Walmart. And you see these fucking snowbirds like they're almost sprinting to get one. It's like a fucking fight, and they're like dragging the cord around the fucking store and shit, and taking out fucking like displays and end caps and shit because they're cutting the corner too close because they can't steer it.
Well, you know,
they don't even know how to accelerate it.
Rubbing is racing.
Fucking shit. Anyway, mass hysteria. All right, people, we're out of here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, yes. Next week on the schedule, we're going to be talking about Krampus on Cryptids and Conspiracies. So don't miss Cryptids and Conspiracies next Saturday night, the Thanksgiving weekend edition on Krampus, the start of Christmas. I have a shitload of slides on Krampus from a thing I did like 2 years ago on Krampus Christmas. Yeah. So I might post those too. So anyway, yes. So next Saturday we're doing Krampus on Cryptids and Conspiracies, and then we'll have another edition maybe of the weekend review, the Thanksgiving edition. Yes. Yes. With turkey and gravy and cranberry sauce, cranberry jelly.
Don't forget
and rolls.
Don't forget the big balloons going down
to
New York.
The balloons. Yes. Yes. The big balloons. All right, people. Thanks for coming in today. Appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we will see you next Saturday.
We all just want to party. Yes, yes, we don't care what we're told.